What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm sure a lot of y'all are new here because of my new car and y'all want to see what's tea. So if you're new here, hey, my name is Kaia. I've been on YouTube for a little bit. I am an average girl. I make very relatable content. Everything about my life is very much relatable and regular, and I know, as you can see by the video thumbnail, I got a regular car, and I feel like these days it's easy to look at the girls getting the BMWs and the Mercedes and all those fancy cars and being like, damn, why am I 18 or 19 or 25 and not getting that? Don't worry, girl. It's more regular girls in the world getting regular cars than you think. So I'm making this video for my relatable girlies that's working their regular jobs, in school, all that stuff, and just need to get a car, want some tips, want to see how the process is, and are just wanting some motivation to get their car. You came to the right video. I've been without a car for a year. I don't think a lot of people knew that. I don't think I really voiced it on YouTube like that. I really voiced it on TikTok and stuff, but I was without a car for a year. I moved into my apartment before I got my car, and I know a lot of people were like, why would you get an apartment before you get a car? My situation is not your situation. With my situation, I didn't have time to save up for a car and get that first. No, it was like, the lease finna be up, baby, y'all got to go. So I made sure my stuff was together and I made sure I was ready to go. And it was okay for me because I had a bus. Like, I live in Dallas, so DART and stuff is available for me, and it was. And then I was like, I went through so much on DART. On DART, I really did. I would never recommend. It's so ghetto, very ghetto. I definitely hustled it out, dealt with it, and I took the train and the bus for a year and probably more. But that's just a little bit of backstory about me. Before I get too deep in all the details about this car and everything that's going on with it, I'm going to take y'all back to the day that I actually got my car. To y'all, this is my day one car shopping, but I've been looking for cars for over 5 months. Throughout that time, I learned so much about what car brands are best and worst and what makes sense to get as a girl that's in college and just trying to find her way through her 20s alone. Now, some of y'all might not like this, but honestly, girl, I never liked Nissans like that. Like, they never really caught my attention. Wasn't a big fan of the exterior or the interior, and they are known for having transmission issues, which is a problem that I know I did not want in the future. And although Nissan is trying to step up their game, Nissan is known for having just not well-made quality vehicles that last you a long time, and I know I want something more reliable. Kia K5s were the it girl cars of last year, and as cute and nice and fancy as they are, it was out of my price range. And also, we know about the Kia boys. They be out there snatching stuff up, and insurance is higher for Kias because of that. So with the insurance plus the monthly payments, I would have been in way over my head. Now, girl, this one hurt me because Honda was my go-to. That was my top number one. I was not really looking at Toyotas, but I was giving them the time of day. Hondas, unfortunately, were also higher with insurance. I don't know why. I thought they were very reliable, and I heard they also be having some issues too sometimes. So I was like, I don't know, but I kept looking at them, and this black one specifically is what I loved. Now, I almost fell for the Hyundai okie doke boo, but after doing my research, since I was getting a used car, it wouldn't have been smart to get a Hyundai because after a certain type of amount of mileage, they start wearing down and giving you issues every other day. That's just something I didn't want to do. The interior in these were so cute, so sleek, so just bomb. I love them so bad, but it was like I want to get something that could last me a long time once again, and just Hyundais was not it. And I would be wasting money and time and just effort in putting money in a car that just wasn't for me, and I've done that before, so I wasn't gonna do that again. So the last option I had was Toyota. Toyotas were perfect on the list from everything, from how they are on gas and how long they last you. Nobody ever has anything bad to say about Toyotas. And I love me a reliable car. I mean, a lot of people were saying that these are the cars that took them through their hardest times and best times in life, and they still was holding on to them to the end, you know? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give me a Toyota. The Apple CarPlay was my biggest thing, and the screen in my car, oh baby. So I love her so bad. It looks so cute. And it's just so simple and just nice and cute. But I think they focus less on aesthetics and more on what the car can actually do for you. Now it was finally time to see my baby in person and test drive. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Okay. What you think?
This is cute outside.
Cute?
Yeah,
You
it's
like it?
yes.
Okay.
She's test driving. Hi.
Contents. Okay. It's supposed to have Apple CarPlay and stuff. I don't care about that right now. They're gonna clean it, so hopefully they do. It's a little dusty.
Hi. I am Sharon.
What are you sharing?
KK is testing her vehicle. I pray that she gets it. I really, really do. Especially on laundry days.
Got nothing to show for it. Is it?
At this point, I'm knowing that I love how the car drives, and I love the features, and I love the interior, and I just love so much about the car. And I was already approved for it, so I was like, hey, this is the one. I didn't feel the need to look at any other cars for real. Like, I done did all that. I went through all the struggles of that situation. I was just like, yeah, I'm ready for this car. So I gave them my down payment, which was $2,500, and I signed all my documentation.
While we're beginning, baby, she moving like summer. She tasted like
They gave me my bow and made the car look all cute, cleaned it up, detailed it, everything. And I finally had a freaking car. All right, we are back. Now I'm about to answer some of y'all's questions because I did tell y'all to ask me some questions on Instagram. All right, the first question is, how long did you save? I saved for a very long time. Part of the reason I had to save for so long was because I was working a job that did not pay good, and I stayed there because I loved what I do. I love what I do. I was a daycare teacher, and I didn't want to leave them kids. But after coming in so many times at work, they like, Miss Kaia, where your car? Miss Kaia, you still walk to the train? Miss Kaia, you eat me up right now. So I'm like, okay, I have to get my car. Like, this is like it's becoming embarrassing at this point. Like, I've been here for too long. I vented to her like, hey, when can I get a raise? It was this excuse, that excuse, this excuse, that excuse. So I just had to leave. Like, I saved up a good amount. I was gonna be in a 3,000 something, but then my computer broke. Y'all know I'm in college. I had to take college classes. So I'm like, okay, forget it. I don't have time to, because I got that screen replaced before on that computer. I went ahead and just bought a new one. I don't regret buying my computer. So it did take money away from my savings. But and it was like time was crunching because I had another job coming up that I was going to be taking. So I'm working 2 jobs. So in order to get to that job, from that job to the next job, I was gonna need a car. I can't take the bus because that's very unreliable, and I can't Uber every day. That's wasted money. So I was like, okay, it's time to hustle. I did everything I could to try to get a auto loan from my credit union. Everybody says go through a credit union, they're gonna help you, and if you can, go through a credit union. They were not helping me, so there was nothing I could do with that. I asked for 2 auto loans. I got denied twice for different reasons or whatever. I even asked my bank for for a personal loan of $3K. Asked them for $3K for a personal loan. They still didn't give it to me. At that point, I'm frustrated. I ain't doing nothing else with them. So I went with a whole nother place, a random credit place that does loans. I got a $1,000 loan, $1,000 $250 loan from them. And I added that to what I had saved. And I think at that time, my money was like $1,800 or something like that, because I had just bought a computer, so I took away from my savings. So I think my savings was like $1,800, and I added that to my down payment, and I was able to do it just fine and start my insurance, and no problem, everything was fine. And also, if you have like janky credit right now and you want a car soon, start working on stuff now. Get you a secure loan from your credit union or your bank or whatever, and pay it within the month, honestly, or the two months. Make it seem like you really used it or you really need it. Secure loan is, just do your research on that. But yeah, just get stuff done. Start getting a credit card, like stuff like that, because that would really help you, honestly. Advice on how to save for a car. like I said, fix your credit. And just if you are in a place where you stay with your mama, your dad, your grandparents, you really don't have to pay towards nothing, save as much as you can from that check. Like, I understand you want to have fun, you want to get your toes done, but hit a goal in your savings and then spend a little bit and get your little stuff done. That's honestly what I would tell you. Like, it's gonna be hard days where you want to go out to eat and you want to hang out and you want to go to the clubs and all that stuff, but you got to set it aside. It was so many times I'm looking dingy. One thing I never played about when I was saving was having my hair done, my toes done, my nails done. I'm sorry, not having a car, not having money is already depressing, and you want me to walk around looking like buckwheat and not have a car? That's depressing. Like, no, I'm finna have my toes done, my nails done, hair done. I don't care. My grandma loves to say, you gotta make sacrifices. You gotta make sacrifices. That's one sacrifice I won't be making. If my check was like $850, I'm saving $500 or more, honestly. But ideally, you want to save $800 and spend, like, just use that $50. Or if it was like $825, save that $800, spend that $25. But you know, we like to do stuff, so you just give yourself a little grace. What was the process? How much we should save? The process was super easy with CarMax. Honestly, I would recommend CarMax. I thought my payment was gonna be hella high for the car that I wanted. I was gonna settle for a Kia Soul, a 2015 Kia Soul. Like, and it's crazy that I was thinking about that, because I would have been paying a lot just to have something that I really didn't want. I wanted Apple CarPlay and everything. I got it. I didn't have to sacrifice. Like, I'm so happy about that. But yeah, the process was really easy with CarMax. I was able to find a financer through them very quickly on I picked my car before I went there. I think I already told y'all that in this video. So I was able to pick my financer through that. My car note, for the nosy rosies or the people that just really want to know, my car note is $506. So it would have been less if I did not add the CarMax Plus and Gap. So those are things that I was not going to drive off the lot without. CarMax Plus is basically like a warranty. Mine is like 100,000 miles. But basically, CarMax Plus is like, make sure that if something go wrong, they fix it. They fix the engine stuff, transmission, brakes. And then Gap is something I was told about last year. Let's say if I get into a car accident, it just basically covers whatever I have left to pay on the car, so I'm not stuck with that payment even when I don't have the car. So those are good things to have. And honestly, my car note being $506 and I have all those things protecting me, plus my insurance from Progressive, I feel like that's good. I don't have no issues with paying what I'm paying, because I drive around knowing that I'm protected and I'm safe. Like, I'm not gonna be stuck without a car for months simply because I don't have stuff to help me and protect me and get my stuff fixed for me. So I think a safe number to save is $3K, and I'm just saying that because I think $3K is safe. All right, my camera overheated. I had to move. A lot of the questions are just about saving, so yeah, stack your bread. And if you need to, if it's that bad, go ahead and get you a loan out, max 1,000, because you don't want to be paying too much. It's okay to be just a girl, but we got to know about these car things. And I think a lot of people think, oh, like, girls don't really know much about cars, they gonna be surprised by us when you step in there knowing what to do. I say TikTok helped me with everything, how to negotiate, the questions to ask. So in case you don't want to do any of that research, I'm about to give y'all some tips right here, right now. When you go into the dealership, always ask for the outdoor price of a vehicle. Don't tell them that you have a down payment yet. Don't tell them that you have a cosigner. Don't tell them nothing. Say, what's the outdoor rate? Because they will try to change the price up a little bit so they can get more money from you. Don't do it. Know what type of car you're getting. Don't get no car that you think is all fancy and cute like a Benz and you can't afford to get the tires changed, because you can't go to a regular tire shop if the tires mess up. You got to go to the Benz place to get your tires changed for a Benz. When you go to get a car, it's best to get a more up-to-date car, because let's say if I did get a Kia Soul and how much I was paying on it, I would have been upside down. That means I owe more on the car than what it's worth. Now it is time for the car tour, so I'm going to see y'all in a sec. All right, I'm in a parking garage. It's pretty noisy. I'm about to train and the buses and all that stuff, so try to ignore that. Okay, a lot of people are coming this way. I'm gonna move. So this is the car. She is a Toyota Corolla SE. I really don't know what the SE means. She's not a sport, but she has a sports mode in the car. I be confused, but she's super cute, super pretty red. So then they have the outside. Super tee, body tee. Look at the cord, the tires. She has the big exhaust down there. Don't know why, but yeah. That she has like this black, gray, and white type of interior. The car also on the dash, it lets you know like if the door is open and anything like that, which I love. It shows everything, even the I think the gas tank shows as well. Down here we have like the adjust for the lights and stuff. Anything I want to do down there. Seats are gray, which I love, and it's something about the seats that give like spaceship to me. I don't know, I think it's the head part, like how they stick inside. I don't know, it just looks like one of those gamer chairs or something. I'm gonna turn everything on in a second, but I'm just showing y'all with it off. Here's the armrest. I noticed something the other day, that this armrest scoots forward to like extend where your arm can rest at, I guess. It's very nice. And it's hot, bro. It's gonna go every time I turn the car on. It goes like that. And then I have my, it does have Apple CarPlay, but you have to plug your phone up for that. And the plug is right here, and I just plug it in right here. That's my new favorite song by Jasmine Sullivan, y'all. Ugh, cause they act brand new. But anyways, then we have the AC and everything right here, so it's just like that. And then it get cold, baby. I be so off and on in here because it's like I'm too cold or too hot. There are a few scrapes and dings, so the steering wheel is a little bit messed up. I'm contemplating if I want a steering wheel cover because I don't want it to make it, I don't want to do the bedazzled look in this car, honestly. I think it's just so nice inside. I really don't want too much, but I do want to protect my steering wheel, so let me know what y'all think I should do about that. Then we have also the thing to drive. This is a P. Y'all can't tell because it's lit up. That's a P, R, N, D. Park, reverse, neutral, and drive. So yeah, there's also a button down here. I think this is like the emergency. I'm not sure though, but like the emergency brake maybe, or that. Y'all, I didn't learn about this car for real, but Corolla books, like the Corolla, everything about it. So seems like I need to read it because it's a lot I don't know. And we also have compartments on the side door. So it's a cup holder in there. There's a cup holder here and here. Here are the buttons to control the side mirrors, so I can make sure I can see while I'm driving. This is to lock the windows, to lock the car, and all the window controls, even for the back. We have the mirrors. We have the mirrors here that do light up whenever you open it. So right here, sport. So I don't really understand the point of the button if it's not that. And then they got that, I forgot what that do, but you know, that's in all cars. This is my new baby and I'm excited. I was without a car for so long and I'm just happy to finally be in something to be able to maneuver when I want, and I have to be like, oh, I gotta pay $15 for the Uber, or I gotta wait till the bus come, or I missed the bus, so I gotta wait again in the heat and the rain and all that. I'm just so happy I don't have to do that anymore. These cars passing by makes me regret coming to this parking garage. I thought it was gonna be empty as hell. My fault. But anyways, if you're a sister, you trying to get your car and everything, I know how hard it is, so let me go ahead and take a moment to pray with you, girl. Close your eyes because you will be getting your car soon. I cried so much having to take the train and the bus through all my trauma and stuff, and I finally have a vehicle. So let us pray. Lord, thank you for allowing this viewer to come to my video. Thank you for allowing me to wake up this morning. Thank you for allowing me to drive around safely, Lord. I know how hard it is to be without transportation, and I know that in the end you will make sure that they are in a comfortable, safe, and affordable vehicle that they would love to be inside of. So I just pray that you allow them to be led in the right directions. I just pray that you allow them to be led in the right directions, Lord, and I pray that you allow them to take no's with grace because they understand that you're maneuvering them in the right way, and that you're allowing them to get into something that they need and would desire and want and love and grow to love. Remind them that it's not about comparing your life to anybody else, that this is not a race, that their life will look different to anybody else's, Lord. That whatever car that they get is meant to be theirs. If it's tons of hassles in the way, not enough money saved up, issues with things, then they should take that as a sign that it's you saying, not this one, Lord. Thank you for allowing me to wake up this morning once again. I pray that anybody that doesn't have food to show, so you bless them with that. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So anyways, we're going to end out this video, because I know y'all seen they just parked up there. What are you doing? So, yeah, let's head out. Bye.
You say you're curious, oh no, shout it curious, get serious, oh. You say you're curious, oh no, shout it.